Hey guys, hey, let's talk about the state taking your children. It's starting to get a little pathetic. Um, it's definitely for profit, um, and if someone alerts Child Protective Services about anything about you, they're going to attack you. They're going to get you into a legal position because you're going to fight them, and you're gonna stand up to them because it's the children. But you're going to find out really quickly if you don't have a lot of money to fight them. They will get you in a legal position that you can't understand because you have to understand a few things in order to come out ahead in this. Now, the Constitution doesn't apply, people. You didn't sign it. It doesn't apply to you. It's for government. The further you get away from them, the better off you'll be. There's no laws. It's codes, ordinances, acts, and bullshit. It's administrating the estates that you signed up for when you signed the birth certificate. They get you under the idea that it's to protect the children. And in reality, they can come and take your children because you signed the documents. To them, it's a no-brainer. To them, it's a complete setup. It's a complete setup. Mom signs the birth certificate, giving the baby or the child, or however you want to say it, to the state. And that's called parens patriae. The state is the father. You can look this up. So they act like they're protecting the child, and they give the child an estate. And that money is debited and paid the social workers or the house parents or whatever they call them nowadays to take care of this child. Now, let's say that the child is handicapped. Well, that's even bigger money because the state has put this up, or the Queen of England has put this money into this account for that specific child. So whatever the needs of that child is is the amount of money they can pull out. So let's say you have a handicapped child. Then more money is going to go to the state to take care of that child. So there'll be 24-hour care. There'll be the food, the utilities, the rent, the pay for the people that are watching the child, whatever the child's needs are, clothing, school, education, whatever it might be, adds up to a tremendous amount of money. Now, I know if you have someone that's handicapped, you don't get that much from Social Security to really do a whole lot of stuff. It just seems like it's the bare minimum when you have to struggle, but when the state gets your child or your children, it gets a vast array of different money for different things. So anytime they see you, or they see you have a handicapped child, or they see that you have children and you're struggling, they'll just go ahead and take them from you. They'll just go ahead and make up some excuse, and they'll keep coming and keep coming and keep coming, and they will do a report on you, and they will discover the type of education you have and don't have, and they will talk to you multiple times, and you won't understand that, okay, they come once and they left, you think everything's okay and it's going to go away, and they even tell you that the case is going to be closed. If I had a dime for every time I heard the case was going to be closed, and they didn't take the children, they almost take the children every time. So it's crazy how they'll tell you one thing, and then the next day they show up with the police and the Child Protective Services, and they take the children and they arrest you because you're going to get belligerent. You're going to get crazy on them because it's your children. and you have no idea this has been a setup since when they were born or before they were born. You got married, you know, or whatever the case may be. So you've entered into a contract. So it goes back to, you know, to a contract. You know, everything's a contract. You know, if you say the word yes, you're agreeing to the full array of things that the person that's asking the question is going to assume. When you say yes, you know, you confirm things. You enter into a contract. Or it's counterfeit. It's a counterfeit yes. So just imagine what the system can do with a counterfeit yes. It's horrible. It's horrible how the language is twisted. It really is. And it's really tough. If you have zero problems and you have children and you haven't claimed them, I probably have a little information for you to help protect yourself and your children. So it's a terrible thing, and that's why I'm doing this video. I'm getting calls from all over the place where Child Protective Services are taking children from good people, and they're causing them all kinds of problems. You know, and the Child Protective Services and all of these agencies are not there to protect people. They're there to monetize things and to make money from it, to pay their wages and to pay the agencies. You know, they're there. Everything they do, they want an investigation and they want you to pay the money for the investigators to come to your house to help take your children from you. That's kind of ignorant, isn't it? You know, and they're getting things so backwards that you think that normal things that they do is correct. It is incorrect. You know, it's just unreal, and that's why I want to do this video. It's a very tough situation for men and women to be in, and then if you're single and have children, then it's even worse. You have to be on your toes. You have to have family helping you. You have to really look out for the best interest of the children. If you don't and you slip one time, you can lose your children. And that's no joke. And it's going on all over the place. That's why I want to give public notice that it's going on all over the place. And they're getting people, they're getting women that are doing the best they can. That's nothing's going wrong, nothing's wrong, but they're taking advantage of the situation, and they cost them money, and they crumble the family so agencies can make money on this, and they're making profit on your children. It's horrible. I'm really aggravated about all that. I'm going to go. Please subscribe to my channel. Please tickle my donate button, and my number is listed at the bottom of the screen.